We have come here as a community of friends and family to love and support Michael and Joe, to witness their entrance into the sacred and joyous covenant of marriage, and to celebrate the beginning of their journey together. We are here because we love Michael and Joe. We rejoice that they have found each other and that through each other they have come to know the power of love as they have never known it before. We celebrate this union of their hearts, minds, bodies, and souls, and wish them great joy.
We're good.
Each of us knows that a marriage is not created by a law or a ceremony. Rather, it occurs in the hearts of two human beings. It grows out of loving, caring, and sharing ourselves with another. And so it is that Michael and Joe have connected their hearts and souls one to the other, drawing upon the depths of their being into the deep well of human need, the need to live united, loving, and complete. They do so knowing that marriage is at once the most tender yet challenging of all relations in life. In choosing a lifelong partner, we are choosing the one who will witness our changes and growth, and who will affect these changes and shape our maturation as well. On this day, Michael and Joe are acknowledging their shared values and are choosing a future with each other, their destinies colored by having experienced life together. Michael and Joe have included some Jewish traditions in their ceremony. I will explain what the symbols and traditions mean so we can all understand and appreciate the sentiment that is being invoked here. The first symbol that we see is the huppah, that is referred to as the wedding canopy. The huppah symbolizes the framework of the home, whose poles are supported by the friends and family who stood by the couple during their childhood and are now standing by in loving support of their marriage. The breaking of the glass at the end of the ceremony is the most recognizable symbol of a Jewish wedding. It serves us all as a reminder that the world is replete with imperfection and thus serves as an imperative to us to partake in the mending of the world. Moving out of the spheres of Jewish symbols and non-Jewish symbols, as human beings, we need community for strength, past traditions to provide a roadmap for how to behave now, and love to build a future. Take the symbols of this love, Michael and Joe, and indulge in the moment and your future. Mazel tov. At this time, we would like to honor the memory of Joe's maternal grandparents, Bernie and Sheila, and the paternal grandparents, Mike and Lucy. We would also like to honor the memory of Michael's maternal grandparents, Jacob and Sylvia, maternal aunt Sheila, and paternal grandfather Harry, who are here today in our hearts. And at this time, I would now like to call upon Daniel Novinson for a reading of Union by Robert Fulham.
Union by Robert Fulham. You've known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you've been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks, all those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. All those late night talks that included someday, and somehow, and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you were about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it all, every single word. Look at one another. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner. Even teacher. For you have learned much from one another these past few years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life, and things between you will never be quite the same. For after today, you will tell the world, this is my husband. I love you. I love you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Daniel. Michael and Joe, by entering into the covenant of marriage today, you are declaring your faith in each other. Know that you will be tested by the routines of daily life, by the chance and circumstance, and by the full cycle of the seasons of life. Know that together you must encounter life's sorrow, no less than its sweetness, its frustrations, along with its grace and ease, its disappointments, along with its fulfillments. Enter your marriage, confident in the trust and love you have already created between you. As you go forward in your journey together as husbands, devote yourselves to living according to the vows you share today. Is it for this purpose that you have come here together to be joined? If so, say, it is.
It is.
When two individuals come together in marriage, their families and friends are also joined together into a larger circle of compassion. From now on, you will know Michael and Joe not only as individuals, but as a married couple, and your individual lives will be linked together as members of this community. Steve and Joyce, would you please come and stand behind Michael? Tom and Janet, would you please come up and stand behind Joe? Steve and Joyce, you stand before us, symbolizing the traditions and family from which Michael comes. Do you willingly and gladly support Michael's marriage to Joe? If so, say yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Tom and Janet, you stand before us, symbolizing the traditions and family from which Joe comes. Do you willingly and gladly support Joe's marriage to Michael? If so, say yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
When Mike and Joe announced their engagement, I was overcome with happiness for them and honored that they asked me to officiate their ceremony. As their wedding day began to approach, I struggled to write the perfect thing to say about the people I consider my family. I've had the rare pleasure of getting to know both Michael and Joe individually. Joe was my roommate in college and one of my best friends, and Michael became a close friend after his move to Massachusetts for work. As I wrote, I wondered, should I talk about the first time I met Joe as I stumbled into the Marist College cafeteria early one morning? Or when I first met Mike at Funky Murphy's when he was searching for an apartment in the area for his new job? Or maybe I could tell a funny story about the time that Joe shrunk sweaters in college. Or a New Year's Eve karaoke with Mike as he proceeded to slay a rendition of Eminem. As I continued to write up more memories, I realized that I had more memories of them separate than I had of them together. Most of which were weekends where Mike was traveling to visit Joe, or Joe coming to Worcester when he wasn't on assignment. It wasn't until only a year or two ago that I began to witness firsthand the strength of Mike and Joe's partnership, their teamwork, and their love. Memories are a gift from the time we spend together. Memories are treasure. All of the things that they have done together, excitedly meeting for their first date, growing to become a couple and move in together, anniversaries, bringing their cat Ganesh into their life, taking the next step of their life together and becoming engaged, bring us all together to witness and celebrate their marriage today, and the milestones that are to come. When it came down to it, I realized what I wanted to say about Mike and Joe's marriage, the promise of future treasure of memories. As you both continue forward and build your life together, I hope that you both experience nothing but happiness, and I can't wait to see what memories you create together. Thank you, John. Joe?
A little verklempt. Michael, I love you. And in that love, I am honored to become your husband today. I understand that together, we'll savor life's joys and endure its sadness. We'll stand tall atop its peaks and cling to each other as we tread its valleys. But I'm certain that at the end of a full life, it will have all mattered because you were there. Growing up, I struggled to find my way. I was too young to be myself and not yet old enough to be okay standing out. I carried on, but I couldn't always connect to my surroundings. I felt lost inside. Yet, hopeful at the same time that society might open a place for me and the man I loved at the table. Chance brought us together, but our commitment to possibility made the miles disappear. Between the two of us, we have all the strength, imagination, and courage to nurture and sustain our love. It's been a stabilizing force. These past 4 years as jobs, apartments, and zip codes have changed, but our certainty hasn't. Michael, I promise to respect you and to recognize that your interests, desires, and needs are as important as mine. I vow to love you with a patient heart, to bear my soul to you, and to be the man of character that you and our family deserve. But above all else, I promise to love you, Michael, without condition, with all that I am and all that I have, completely and forever.
For the past 4 years, Joe, you have been my best friend. You're intelligent and handsome. Intense yet considerate. Charismatic and punny. Compassionate and big-hearted. I love that you have a strong sense of right and wrong, and that you're never afraid to go after your dreams. I love that I still get excited every day when I'm leaving the office to come home to you. You help me feel safe when I'm afraid of losing a job or friendship. You help me laugh when I'm worried about a big project or deadline. You help comfort me when I'm hurting over the loss of a loved one. And you reassure me when I've been doubting my own capabilities or social skills. When you hold me, I feel that anything is possible, and that no matter what happens, we can make it through together. I know that I can trust you and rely on you. I want to spend all of our days, weeks, months, and years together, taking comfort in your promise to be by my side. For this reason, I too promise to be by your side, whenever you need or want me. I promise to support you when you're looking for a hand, and turn to you when I'm looking for a hand. I promise to hold you when you are sad, and laugh with you when you are happy. I promise to support your dreams, even those I do not fully understand, and to have your back when times get tough. I promise to listen deeply when you speak, to weigh the effects of the words that I speak and the things that I do, and to never take you, your love, or our relationship for granted. I promise to help you with the tough decisions and to always speak my feelings. I promise to apologize when I am wrong and to forgive when I am wronged. I promise to do my best to help keep the love flowing between us, even when this may be hard to do. I promise to keep laughing with you, learning with you, growing with you, and accepting the changes that life brings. I promise to keep our love new and exciting, adventurous and young, even as it becomes more mature and familiar. And I promise to fully give my mind, body, heart, and soul to you and to the family that we will create together.
Rings are adornments, carefully chosen for their beauty and simplicity. They quietly sit upon our fingers, reminding us of the power of love and the pledge of the wearer to his partner to be faithful and true, and to nurture their love so it will last a lifetime. Michael and Joe, may these rings be for you always your most treasured adornment, and may the love they symbolize be your most treasured possession. At this time, will Sid Edge please come up to present the rings?
These guys can just put right on the floor, right over there. And then one right over there. One right over there. Good job.
Good job, Sid. Michael,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign that I choose you
as a sign that I choose you
to be my partner
to be my partner,
and my best friend
my best friend,
today,
today,
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
and always.
and always.
Joe,
Joe,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign that I choose you
as a sign that I choose you
to be my partner
to be my partner
and my best friend
and my best friend
today,
today,
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
and always.
and always.
Michael and Joe, I wish you the courage to keep your loving hearts open to each other for the rest of your lives and to cherish the precious love you share. May you continue to find delight in each other and in being together. May your love forever nourish you and keep you strong. We wish that at the end of your lives, you will be able to look back and smile upon the life that you have shared together, pleased, satisfied, and fulfilled beyond your wildest dreams. And now, by the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, it is my greatest pleasure to pronounce you married. Michael and Joe, you may now kiss as husbands for the first time. Congratulations.
One, two, three.
I'm great. I'm great.